So Paul, 5-3 in the end. After a promising first 20-30 minutes when we were 3-1 up, what happened? What are your thoughts after all that?
We were unlucky to concede with own goal early on, but I thought the reaction from the players was brilliant in that first half, and they executed the game plan first half for 30 minutes or so really well, and we went 3-1 up, and then stopped executing the plan as to the level that we were capable of. Took our foot off the gas a little bit. I don't think anyone was doing it deliberately, but maybe standards dropped a little bit out of possession, trying to chase more goals maybe rather than doing what we were doing really well, and conceded before half time for it 3-2, but we still felt like reasonably comfortable, and some clear messages in the second half, and we didn't really do what we needed to do in the second half, and made the game more difficult for ourselves than it needed to be, and didn't we knew where they were dangerous, and we stopped doing the things that were nullifying their threats in the second half, and made life very difficult for ourselves. Really disappointed. We shouldn't really be losing a game when you're 3-1 up, but we knew these were a good side. They had some good players. They were strong in central areas, and they played some good combinations, and we had a plan to stop that from happening, and we didn't execute it well enough over 90 minutes. So we're no real complaints in terms of the final result, but disappointed really that we didn't trust and believe in what we agreed to do from the get-go, and I think if we'd have done that over 90 minutes, we'd have been in a different place.
Longridge came out in the second half and they seemed a bit sharper, and do you think it's more the case that we dropped our levels a bit, or do you think they raised theirs, or a bit of both?
They're getting their second goal before half time gives them a lift, doesn't it? It makes them believe they're in a game, and we could have managed that game when we were 3-1 up a little bit more effectively, and maybe not quite played so quickly, and shut the game down a little bit more. But I love the way the lads are trying to be positive and trying to score more goals, and you don't want to knock that out of them, but at the same time, 3-1, you manage the game a little bit more effectively through to half time, and it's a different second half. But second half we spoke about what we thought we needed to do, and I don't think we really delivered that, and that was the disappointing part of the second half. And then making changes to try and inject a little bit more energy and intensity into the game. And I thought the lads who came on did well, and brought us back up the pitch a little bit higher. But then when you're chasing a game, you're always at risk of conceding one on the break, which is what happened ultimately. So frustrating, disappointing night, but I'll go to bed trying to remember that 25-30 minutes in the first half where we were excellent. I thought that was one of our best performances I've seen this season, to be honest. But it's meaningless, isn't it, if you don't walk away with 3 points off the back of going 3-1 up. So really disappointed. Hard to take this one. But we go on and we learn from it, and we make sure next Saturday against West Didsbury we're maybe in a better place at the end of the 90 minutes.
So ultimately disappointing, but there was a lot of positives to take from that. Our third goal in particular was a great team goal, and then Sean coming back and getting a hat-trick in the first 20 odd minutes.
He's still finding his match sharpness, Sean, and to get those 3 goals for him is a huge boost, and a huge boost for the club really. And you're right, that third goal was an excellent goal, and deserved to win a game of football really. And it's just a shame we just stepped off our standards and performance levels and shape and togetherness that we needed to see it through. And I can't quite put my finger on why that is at this moment in time, but we'll talk about it and reflect on it, and ready to train on Tuesday ahead of West Didsbury next week.
So a big game on Saturday, West Didsbury, our old friends.
I'm sure there's lots of people who were at that game. 2,700 was it, or something like that was at the last West Didsbury game, with a fantastic atmosphere and a last minute winner. I can't promise that it's going to be quite so exciting, but I'm sure it'll be a good game. They're in good form, and we'd love to have a large number of people down to try and recreate that West Didsbury night, and hopefully the lads can put in a really good performance and we walk away with some points.
Thanks, Paul.
Cheers, Tom.